Morning, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earthwatch, Sunday, March 2nd, 2025. Folks, I'm going to be explaining the Carolinas fires. Yes, I understand all of a sudden there were over 100 fires that all started up. I actually knew a year ago. I'll explain. And thinking about this. If someone says he's been around the world, and he has repeatedly said that the southern half of the United States is going to have fire events and magma events, but he doesn't show you anything. On the other hand, I have documented and I have repeatedly showed data to suggest that what this person who's said he's been around the world may be true. I'll explain in a moment. So last April 2024, there was a large spread of heat detections around the perimeter of the United States, starting from offshore New York, Maine, carrying on down to Carolinas, continuing down to Bahamas, and I provided a video of steam coming out of the waters. Same thing for Carolinas. Continuing to offshore Southern California, Ranchos Palos Verdes, working its way up to the waters of the inland bays of San Francisco, and finally the waters around Puget Sound, Seattle. I'll double check, but I believe all that data has been scrubbed. Fortunately, I have all my videos and screenshots. After those series of events that I documented, then I read Edgar Casey's readings. And in his readings, he said there's going to be some sort of catastrophic events in every single one of those locations I just pointed out, with the exception of Seattle. Maybe he does have a reading for in Seattle, but Carolinas. You see, offshore Carolinas, right in the middle of the ocean between the Carolinas and Bermuda, 2023, I'll show you later, there was an earthquake, 4.9. The most prominent YouTubers said they didn't understand how that happened. Man, come on, wake up. If you have an upward magmatic pressure coming up, it's going to find the weakest point in the middle of a plate between the Carolinas and Bermuda. Earthquake. Then a heat detected in the waters. I shall digress for now. I have a lot to show you in this video. So I'm going to start off with this video. You'll find this on my YouTube channel, playlist, Volcanic and Heat. Carolinas confirms smoke in the waters, April 7, 2024. Let's play it now, and then I'll show you a whole bunch of other pictures. Okay, folks, Brian's back. Here's another one. Sunday, April 7, 2024. This is the Carolinas. I'm quite familiar with this. I'm expecting this. First, we have what appears to be another emission of steam from a marsh area. I'll take you to Google and I'll show you specifically where these areas are. One moment, 35. So we have two spots on fire here in the marshy areas. Here and here. Paynes Bay. Now, people, please listen up. This is an area here, Alligator National River Wildlife Refuge. Many cases of heat detections in this area, as well as along this area here. And now it looks like we have, once again, some emissions coming out right here. So I do have one webcam you can take a look at. So here's our camera location right here. Dare County. teach layer marina. And it looks like we do have some emissions, some smoke. I was going to start this in the beginning from 24 hours ago. Actually, yesterday. So hang on a minute. I want to right, sunset. So this is current time. You can see some haze here, some smoke haze. Which is this here. So I'm going to go back to the history. Last year we had a bingo. So last year we had a 4.9 earthquake right here, right in line between Bermuda and our current heat detections. Right here, 4.9 earthquake. That was the earthquake that no one could explain. I did, however, mantle plume. About the same time, there was a heat detection in this area here, and then another series of earthquakes offshore Bermuda. And now, of course, we have our ongoing heat detections throughout this area. Now, March 1st, there was quite a bit of a spread of heat detections off the coast of the Carolinas. This is one. Another one, another spread. This is where that fire was I just showed you. More. Here's the 4.9 earthquake off the coast. So curiously, April 2023, 2 earthquakes and heat detections. March, April 2024, large heat spread. March 2025, our fires are starting back up. This is just a screenshot from the marsh fires. Another earthquake, May 9. More detection points in the waters. Here's the coordinates. Now, all that information I just showed you, of course, has been all scrubbed clean, deleted. You can't delete other information, however. Unfortunately, I think they're going to be deleting you-know-who when you get too close. One moment again. These things happen on a timing. So we always have solar winds impacting into our planet, always. The thing is, our protective magnetosphere is destabilizing and weakening because of the excursion. So if our solar winds hit here, they're going to be deflected and then wrap around to the backside of the Earth. If they hit right here, equatorial regions, then you're going to get absorption through the crust of the muons. So when they hit here, they're going to wrap around. So the thing is, So right now in North America is it's kind of like this, right? But as the Earth tilts to the summer solstice, it's going to bring us more into direct impact of the solar winds, interacting with the silica-rich magma, pulling it up, in my opinion. I do not need to read the reports of the South Carolina's fires. I just read the introduction and the headlines. Not one single case, especially this one. Over 100 fires all at the same time? Come on. They will never confirm the ignition source. I'm not talking about the humidity levels. I'm not talking about the winds that accelerate the fire conditions. I'm talking about confirmed ignition source. I just finished showing you what happened last year. The large heat spreads all around that area, including in the waters. Obvious smoke emissions, steam emissions from the waters of the Bahamas. You might want to catch up some reading on Edgar Cayce, because he's pinpointed all these locations in his readings. Like I said, I'll always be on the fence about this guy who's been around the world, so he says. But he said that there's going to be these massive fire events in the lower southern portion of the United States related to magma. What else can I say but I gotta go take care of my vegetables.